Every time I fly into Kansas City to give a speech, there's a problem. A few years ago, I flew in to speak at the University of Missouri, Kansas City, to give a speech titled "Men Are Not Women," and some wacko in the audience attacked me, and the following day, the chancellor of the university sent out an email to the entire school apologizing. Not to me for being attacked, but to everyone else for the fact that I had been invited in the first place. Well, it's deja vu all over again. This Thursday, I am scheduled to fly into Kansas City to give another speech, this time at Washburn University in Topeka. The student group that invited me wants me to speak on the very same topic. This confusion between men and women and what the difference is, it seems to have only gotten worse in recent years, as Judge Ketanji Jackson proved last week during her Supreme Court nomination, or her confirmation hearings rather, when she could not define the word woman. Yet again, the university leadership has sent out an email condemning me for a speech I have not yet given, for making the bold and controversial claim that boys and girls are different. I received an anonymous tip last night that has since been confirmed that the president of the university, Jerry Farley, sent out a campus-wide email preemptively condemning me for the speech that I have yet to give. This president, Jerry Farley, I've just confirmed with Young America's Foundation, personally signed the contract inviting me to speak. He personally signed a physical contract on March 8th saying, "Michael, please come visit Washburn University and give your talk." And now, before I even give the speech, this man is condemning me as the worst person in the world. Here's what he had to say to the Washburn University community. A Washburn student organization has invited a speaker to campus who has a history of inciting fear and distrust. While I am strongly in support of First Amendment rights, I am disappointed when those rights are used to make others feel unwelcome and even unsafe in our community. While we support the right to speak freely, Washburn University does not condone the hate and misinformation spread by the speaker and his supporters. I'm going to pause right there. Those are some pretty bold claims that this man is making about me. Inciting fear and distrust, making others feel unsafe, spreading hate and misinformation. What evidence does he cite for these defamatory claims? Nothing, of course. No evidence exists. It's just not true. I haven't done any of those things. He is libeling and defaming me, a speaker who he personally invited to his campus. When he signed that contract, that is a personal invitation. He is endorsing the student group's invitation. He is defaming me in the most vicious language he can, based on absolutely nothing. He goes on. Thursday also happens to be International Trans Visibility Day. Washburn University supports the trans community and students who identify as LGBTQ+. Side note, apparently now we're capitalizing the T in trans. I don't know when that happened. That's the new thing. So just to let you know where the rules are. Trans Visibility Day, by some happy coincidence or providence, perhaps. He goes on. We support and stand in solidarity with trans people around the world and encourage you to learn more about the issues affecting students, faculty, and staff who identify as LGBTQ+. We will continue to engage our resources to influence the campus community to be an inclusive place where all feel they are protected, affirmed, and valued. An inclusive place where everyone is affirmed and valued, except for that hate-mongering monster, Michael Knowles, that devil himself who has the gall to say that boys aren't girls at a university. Except for the students who invited that horrible monster, and the faculty, and every sensible person in the history of the world, all of whom know that men and women are different, all of whom said so until 5 minutes ago when our leaders decided we were not allowed to state basic truths anymore. He concludes, I encourage you to celebrate the day with messages of compassion and support. With your help, this university can be a shining light and example to the greater community. We will learn together and from each other and we will be better people for the effort. Jerry Farley, President. I hope we will learn together. I hope the excitable leftists at Washburn University, President Farley foremost among them, will be able to learn from my speech on Thursday about how boys and girls are different. Probably should have learned that a little bit earlier than college. Probably should have learned that a little bit earlier than becoming the president of a college. But I hope they learn basic truths about human nature. And if that's too much for them, I hope at the very least they learn that conservatives are not going to be bullied and silenced and forced to kowtow to their ridiculous ideological fantasies. Did you like that clip? Hold on. Whether you did or you didn't, I don't really care. Subscribe anyway. Ring that bell. Get the notifications. Head on over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, wherever you get your audio podcasts. Type in The Michael Knowles Show. Subscribe. Leave a 5-star review. We'll see you next time.